Hello and welcome to the Trampled Back Podcast, episode 94. I'm Gary Black, and joining me this week, of course, is Chris Conroy.
Hiya.
And John Walker.
Why, of course, Chris Conroy and just me?
Well, it's like the two of you combined. It was
no,
of
but
course.
I feel like, of course, it would be him, but...
Like, if I said I couldn't come, why don't you just get John Gavin to come? Do you know what I mean? But we'd happily replace him.
Aye, why's that? Is it because he waffles on?
He's fucking integral.
That's true.
It's like buying a bottle of water with a cap on it. No,
So like a water at a festival then?
No, you
can't be trusted to keep the lid on this in case you throw it. No, I want the water.
Yeah.
It meant to be joining me this week, of course, is Chris Conroy and starring John Walker.
Right, that's better.
Right, do that one.
Yeah.
Right, do that one.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do it now. I'll change it in post.
Right, start the podcast.
So we have another new Patreon subscriber this week.
No way.
What, you never tell me this?
Yeah, from fucking Australia. Although I think by way of like Hamilton or something. Douglas Neal.
Douglas, thank you very much for your contribution.
Yes.
We are going to spend some of this money soon. And not on stuff that me and John want, stuff Gary wants, stuff that makes Gary happy, shiny toys and gadgets.
That's all.
Why did I make it sound like a sex toy made of glitter? Douglas, thanks very much. Let us get in contact with us. Let us know where you are in Australia, what you're up to, and we're happy to give you a shout.
Is this episode 100 yet?
No.
But is it 95?
94.
Fuck off! It's 94.
It's 95.
It's 94.
It's 93 at least.
No, it's definitely 93.
Did we have an episode 0?
Uh-huh.
Just 0?
Yeah, but do you not remember recording it?
No. You sure I was in that one?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So Douglas, thank you. That's what we're saying.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what we're saying.
Thanks very much.
We haven't missed anybody out. There hasn't been any other ones sneaked to it because we really don't want to miss any of these.
No, I don't think we've missed anyone.
Really, really happy that people are contributing. It's a real, real big help, and the retweets and everything have been a big boost.
Fear Conroy.
It's not fear.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
You're like a fucking Asian dictator.
No.
You are the North Korea of retweeting.
Do you know what? It's made a huge difference, hasn't it?
It has. It really has. The numbers have gone up sharply since people started retweeting more often.
And see, sometimes you just need to be a prick. And I'm quite happy to be a prick sometimes and say, listen, just move that finger 0.5 of a centimetre that way.
But is it because the like is just one click? And the retweet, you have to decide whether you're quoting or whether you're retweeting? No,
it's because people see it as currency. You just fucking wound me up like one of those cars that you pull along the carpet and then you let it go.
Yes.
Vonnie
remember you came in here and you went, just you have a wee drink of your coffee, John, and I'll wind you up some more.
Vonnie mentioned me in a comment this week saying that Twitter, following a lot of letters from myself, are going to do with the like. Do away with the like button. Because what they feel is that when people are scrolling through, rather than getting involved in a debate, a debate on Twitter, it's just monkeys flinging shit at a phone, isn't it? That instead of liking, they'll maybe write something and engage in their content, or perhaps, it be increased, the engagement.
Yeah, like people just go by and say, I agree with this, instead of actually adding to the conversation.
Yeah, because what they did was they then made the like appear on people's timeline. So if you liked it, then went, this person's liked it, whereas before you had to retweet something. Yeah. So you had to go, I'm in on this.
Whereas people see retweets as currency, like an endorsement.
Yeah.
Unless they've got that in their bio and they say retweets are not an endorsement. What that means is if they retweet it, they're being snide and going, oh, look at this prick. That's the noise they make when they're retweeting
The shape that your lips made there was unbelievable.
Could I do it again?
It's not the same.
It
was
time.
like Beavis-esque.
Like that?
Yeah.
This is some great podcast.
It's a dead reference as well.
It is.
It's a very kind of tall, small gap there. What was that, like 3 years or something they were about? Really?
Yeah, like 1992 to 1995.
Yeah, but what happened was the kids that had a Sky dish on the side of the house got to watch it on MTV, and then Channel 4 got it. So then the poor kids got to watch it. And then it got a new lease of life and it went onto Channel 4 because then people just with eyes could see it. It wasn't people with with vast amounts of
cash. Money. Yeah.
So, who died this week?
So I've been practicing this all day. Vichai Sivradhanaprabha.
What's he famous for?
One more time.
Vichai Sivradhanaprabha.
Shabba.
I mean, there's no way to know if you're right.
I'm confident that I've only mangled it slightly.
Who is it?
That's the former... Is that right? The former Leicester City owner?
That is correct. Correct.
It seems a bit callous to call him that so soon, but it's technically right. His helicopter got into a boo-boo.
I've only seen the thing taken off. Like, see when the story broke, and they were sitting in the studio going, "Oh, that's them taking Chris Sutton's wages away" or something. You know, when the thing was taken off for the centre circle, and then it obviously happened a couple of minutes after. I know that this is a tragedy.
We're in.
I know this is a tragedy, right?
That is the start to I'm not racist. This is something bad coming here.
Any helicopter crash, do you know what? Helicopter crashes affect 3 types of people. Right, I can only think of 2. I'm going to come up with a third, right? They affect 3 types of people. They affect the rich, people that are policing shit, and the third one is the people that they land on. It is very sad, but is this how we do stuff respectfully?
I feel like this is going to be class warfare.
No, exactly.
Austerity is killing poor people.
My heart is bleeding for another millionaire death in a helicopter that took off from the centre circle of a Premiership football stadium, where there is perhaps a food bank in that town. Now, I'm not saying that that's the headlines that I've read. I think he had a different second name, and he was actually it's been put forward since he's dead that he was a great guy, and he'd actually earned that name for the King of Thailand or whatever. Mm-hmm. They're going, it's some kind of meaning, so he had a special name. But as the King of Thailand, the moral compass to decide who's a good guy, giving millionaires cool second names, like people have rightly said that it's a tragedy, but I can't fucking find a way around this. Going, do you know what I really want to say? There's fucking worse things happening than millionaires dying in helicopters. It is a niche market.
Do you think even the helicopter pilots?
That guy I feel sorry for.
You do feel sorry?
Oh, I feel sorry for him.
I think
he's just doing a job, Gary.
Yeah, but most of these guys that are helicopter pilots, it's like a hobby that they get paid for.
Ex-Navy.
I think it just is fun. I just find it really like it is going to have to appear on like a census check for like rich people dying. It was a helicopter again.
Do you know what? And do you know what? Is there more rich people dying in helicopters than there are heroin deaths in Leicester? That's a statistic I would like to see. Heroin deaths versus billionaire copter crashes.
So what you're saying is rather than rather than giving money to the local hospitals in Leicester, he should have been given money.
He might have done.
He did. Oh, he did. He gave money to the local hospitals, but he would have been better giving his money to helicopter manufacturers to develop safer helicopters.
There are only 2 types of people. There are only 3 types of people that get on helicopters, right? The rich, the stupid, and people that want to see the Grand Canyon. That is the only 3 people that fucking... And those groups are not exclusive. They can't intermingle.
Because oil rig workers are all 3.
Yeah. Do you know? I've noticed that just over the past couple of months, even a couple of years, I don't know how long this is sitting. Oil rig workers talk like they're in the fucking army. like they've seen shit. the essentially like they haven't been hiding out in a giant scaffolding playground in the middle of a North Sea tundra.
Listen,
that does sound shite though.
I'm just him and leave.
It's really
leave
hard.
for what? The table tennis? The massive DVD library?
Listen, it's really hard to readjust to Civvy Street.
Just him and leave. Fucking, aye, they do. Go, oh, it's tough being away. Tough being away. So what else is tough? Not getting your helicopter serviced. Do you know what? It's the biggest. It's see when you sit your kids down and go, listen, don't be a braggart, don't be a blowhard, and don't be boastful, because there's always somebody there that will point the finger and go, ha ha. Taking your helicopter for the semicircle outside of the stadium and then it crashing is the biggest ha ha that God, Jehovah, Allah are ever going to float you.
Would it have been so hard to walk outside?
Aye.
To the car park
instead of the sky cameras, instead of having 4 millionaire ex-football players commentate on your takeoff. If that's not overly ostentatious, but I'm going to reiterate, it's not a reason somebody should die.
I mean, see, as journeys go, it was shot like it had only just taken off.
Yeah,
and I just think, see, when I seen the story appear, I was going, oh, I was like, it'll be fine, man, it'll be fine. I mean, people survive helicopter crashes all the time. Turns out, turns just Nigel Farage.
That was the only one to ever walk away.
The only one ever.
How cagey were they about releasing details about it? You didn't know.
It was the company. It was obviously the company that was the problem.
What, the helicopter company?
No, the company that the guy owns, because it's all about the stock price. You can't announce him dead until you tell the stock exchange.
My guess was that it was because
the Russians did it.
Maybe. My guess was that it was to do with maybe one of them was in intensive care and survived a bit longer, and they didn't want to release who that was.
Nah, it's 100% to do with financial.
But what do you do if you're building these helicopters and they keep fucking crashing? How do you keep selling them to the stupid rich or Grand Canyon viewers? You're sitting there going, right, we've got this helicopter that keeps crashing. What one is it? It's the Puma. Well, just call it the Super Puma and the daft pricks will still buy them. Super Puma.
It's because there's not enough people with helicopters. It's just a way to get around traffic. It's the worst thing in the world. It is just rich people going, nah, I'm not taking the car to the airport to go back to Thailand.
It's the curse of buying the Premier League.
Yeah. Which they didn't do.
First Jack Walker.
I'd love
Leicester spent like 4 million that year, Gary.
I tell you,
even in Jack Walker's era, that wasn't a lot of money to spend.
I tell you who spent $15.99 on a drone. Claudio Ranieri. You're laughing at death. You're as bad as me. It's a sad tragedy for all the people that weren't millionaires in that helicopter.
So if you can't shed light on the dark corners of society, what have we come to? If you can't joke about an Asian man dying in a helicopter, the terrorists have won.
It's just so good because, see, as karma goes, I'm never going to be in a fucking helicopter.
I'm never getting on a helicopter. Like planes, yeah, the statistics bear it out, but the whole helicopter thing, open rotors, the gears, it's always the fucking gears.
I don't know, I've kind of got an ambition that I'd be the new Annika Rice in the Treasure Hunt reboot.
How many times did fucking Noel Edmonds crash his helicopter? At least 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Not rich enough to die, though, that's it.
Not rich enough to die.
Stoned at his box, so his body turned to jelly.
Aye, just fucking dropped out the air. I'm pretty sure one of them was in Christmas Day or something.
Was it when he was delivering Christmas presents to orphans?
Aye, to sick hospitals.
I just hate, right, that seeing something like this happens, you can't find the one person that didn't like the guy. It's everyone loved their boss. There's no one guy at Leicester who didn't get that new contract or didn't get that wage rise and go, he's a fucking arsehole.
Do you know what? I've not went to funerals recently and I've kept my mouth shut. You know, like kind of my pals have went and I went, you've done nothing but badmouth that guy. You so fucking went to the funeral. Fuck it, I'm not going. Your pal wasn't my pal. Well, you get to a stage in life and going, let's not fucking pretend.
No one's at the funeral going, "Where's Chris Conroy?"
Exactly. Nobody's fucking bothered. They're absorbed in their own grief. See when that fucking see the difference between me dying and you dying. Not so much John Walker dying. See the difference between me and you dying, Gary, and that millionaire with the cool second name that the king gave him for being a good guy. See the difference between him dying and me and you dying in a helicopter crash is one word, well, 2 words if you include the beneficiaries.
Yeah.
When that helicopter smashed into that car park into a million tiny burning blazing pieces, some of his family went. So, although we try to be respectful with celebrity death, there's a few people out there that had a lot darker thoughts about what's his name?
Vichai Sevra.
It's sad when MD goes too early, but he died doing what he loved. Being on Sky Sports, dodging traffic, smashing into car parks. And listen, I know some people are heavily invested in the Premier League and are going to take my comments as being callous, because you need to say this is a tragedy. You need to put a face on it and go, this is a shocker. God bless, thoughts and prayers and all that. Please send me an email.
My thoughts are with his family.
Do you think he had somebody in his, do you think, you know, when the will's all divided up, when you've got that much money and the will's all divided up, do you think there was one kid or one family member going, I was meant to get the helicopter? I've told you the story about my mum.
See, when folk die, there is an element of that. It doesn't matter how honest you are.
Have I told you the story about coming back for a gig on Christmas Eve in Edinburgh and there was an earthquake in New Zealand? Like my brothers, I'm sure I've told you this. I've told fucking hundreds of people this, and some people have just looked at me really, really strangely after it. When you, like your mum lives on her own. My mum lives on her own, but sometimes I'll freak my mum out by walking about the house. You know, with a measuring tape. Going, she'll go, "What are you doing?" I'm going, "Just planning what I'm going to do with the place when you're not here." You know, just start picking things up and going, "This will be gone, this will be gone." My brother worked in Melbourne for about 3 years, and my mum had a cracking time going and doing 3-4 months at a time through the summer. He had a cracking apartment through his work on Albert Park, where they have the Formula 1.
Yeah,
right.
So my mum just sat out in the balcony, reading her book, looking out onto the Formula 1 tracks. Essentially, after my dad died, my brother gave her the opportunity of gap years.
Yeah.
You know, into her 60s, and she just went, and she went wherever they went. You know, kind of, and seen a lot of Australia. So she's over there at one of these sort of trips. I think it's 3 times she did it. And my brother decides, we'll go to New Zealand for Christmas. We'll do a bit of touring, and we'll be in Wellington for Christmas. We'll just hire a place. My brother, is it 2 islands, New Zealand? Yeah. My brother misjudged the size of the islands and thought he could drive around the whole thing like fucking like fucking Rossi. Going, we'll just drive around it. So the whole thing was taking longer, but they got to Wellington for Christmas, rented a house, and I'm driving back for a gig in Edinburgh. And it's just after midnight, so it's into Christmas Day, and it comes on the radio saying that there'd been a huge earthquake in Wellington, and I'm sitting at traffic lights just at Haymarket. Huge, fuck, that's where they are. I've won the house. I've won the house. And then she phoned me the next day, and she's like, "Just to let you know we're okay." And I was like, "I thought I'd won the house."
There is that. See, my mum is talking about going out, taking my brother and my sister, their partners, and the kids away on holiday next year. And there is that element of going, I'm not going, and just see for the flight time, just keep an ear, out. I know I'm safe.
Aye,
I don't want anything to happen to them, but if you could take them all at the same time.
Do you know
think
what?
that'd be less grief if they all went together?
Well, see, the thing is, I think, see if my mother passed away, I would be reminded of how grief is, and I know I'd have to deal with my brother or my sister again at some point in my life.
Yeah.
If they could just all go at once, I get to just grieve through my nephews, my niece.
It's like a discount. It's like a discount on the grief.
Gary, If you have, this sounds like a really callous question, right? Because me and him are sitting laughing. It's because we're orphans, really, apart from our mums. Like, we develop this thick skin.
Yeah.
And have you prepped yourself for your mum's death?
No, God, no at all. Not even a little bit.
Well, if you need a pamphlet, give us a shout. Have you ever lost MD really, really close to you, Gary?
The closest has been my grandpa.
Do you know what? It's not that bad.
It was.
Do you know what? It's not. No, see when it happens. Like, I miss my dad and I miss my grandparents and all that, but it's not that bad. So you need to learn to smell the flowers while you can.
My dad's been gone that long, right, that my mum won't even remember to tell you things that like would make sense to tell you. So I think I've said on this, and I'll say it in my betting one, that I coach football.
Uh-huh.
I was coaching football last Monday, down at Broadwood coaching, and some guy came up to me and went, "You John Walker?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Jim Walker's nephew?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And he goes, "He's like, I didn't know you were doing this." He's like, "I remember your dad used to take my football team." And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Your dad's Gary?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Your dad used to coach us like 20, 30 years ago."
And he was better than you.
And it was just that, you know that way you're going, I've been doing football coaching for 2 years, and at no point did my mum think to go,
"Oh, your dad did a bit
your dad used to do that." It was just like going, I went back, she went, "I forgot all about that."
Do you know what? See, since we've got the studio, I've often thought about bringing an auntie or my mum in and just interviewing them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, no to put out, but to play to my kids later on.
Right.
You got mind your gran before she went mental with the drink in the court case in the crashed car in Asda. Before all that, this is because sometimes my mum will tell me a story about, you know, kind of when I was at school. Like, it's fucking only about a year or two ago, she says, "Aye, when I hitchhiked to Manchester," I was like, "Fucking what? You wouldn't even let me go to the Universe in Coat Bridge for the unders. You hitchhiked to Manchester?" And you're going, "Yeah, we get picked up with the police and they ended up running us." And I'm going, there's all these stories that you don't know about your auntie's parents that only come out. And because we've got the facility, I thought, do you know what? I would like to just sit and get them drunk and just let them fucking spew their bile and then play it to my kids when they were older. I actually had it as a business idea going, could we video people now and then video them every year so that their kids had something? Like, does it make sense? Am I explaining it right?
Yeah, I think it exists already.
See if you sign up for it.
Right.
John.
Okay.
What day is today? 30th October. Every 30th October, you come in, give us your update for your previous year, and then see when you're away, you gift the DVDs to somebody, and we just see you getting older and sadder. And
is that not what this is?
Pretty much.
My passive suicide note to my kids.
Well, I've been doing that thing that you suggested, like, 2 weeks ago, we went to the podcast event, which was just writing down a couple of things at the end of the night.
That you're grateful for?
Couple of things you're grateful for, a couple of things you could have done better. And I've noticed, looking back, that I'm having the same regrets on days where I don't go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being snappy with someone in work, or I'm not, just little things like I'm not letting somebody off a train in front of me, or I'm getting on the train first when the doors are open. There's little things that I've noticed that I'm a bit more cuntier if I've not done something. And I was just looking at it last night for the previous 3 weeks, and it was just a fucking pattern. If I'd missed the gym in the morning or hadn't went to run, it was like, oh fuck, I'm actually being a cunt on that day. So, and I'm continuing to do it because it's really good.
Yeah, good. Just emptying your head before you go to sleep.
Oh, it's brilliant.
So R.I.P. Guy for Leicester. If you see Gary Lineker, tell him to keep his chin up.
Maybe he'll go to the funeral in his pants.
This is kind of regressed into the old podcast when nobody was listening and we just said really shitty things. And then we did a load of... That guy for Frightened Rabbit died and we did a load of fucking self-help, mental health stuff, and then fucking we were trying to be really good guys, but this death has really fucking showed what brutally petty, shitty wee guys we are.
So you, Chris, you wanted to talk about working class women in Glasgow.
Oh, right. See how we were talking about the strikes a couple of weeks ago? 2 days worth of strikes. 1996, the GMB, and I'll just bring you up to speed. Previously on Trample Bet. 2 strikes in Glasgow last week. The women that were doing jobs like cleaning school dinner ladies, all the sort of front level jobs, have been getting paid less than the guys doing similar jobs, whether it be street sweeping, cleansing department, janitorial duties. The guys have been paid more since 1996. We initially stated that Richard Leonard was the head of the GMB at the time.
Yeah, I was wrong.
No, it was me. Was it you that told me?
It was me.
Yeah, he was the Labour advisor that advised the union.
Yeah.
Saying this is the way to go. 1996, and they said, that's fine, push it out through, pay the women less, sign the deal. 1996, this was put through. Years and years later, a lot of other councils have settled. South Lanarkshire, North Lanarkshire, Ayrshire have all paid these women off, right? And gave them a lump sum, gave them their due. What day are we recording this? Tuesday. Over the weekend they released a figure that what the Glasgow City Council are going to be liable for. 500 million. Right? They are potentially going to need to find 500 million.
That's a lot of women.
Since 1996.
Yeah.
It's 22 years under. Some of the women have died.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 or 4.
So what does that lead to? Does that lead to family members taking court cases and civil action?
No.
No?
I think if you're gone, you're gone. I think
If you're still working with them, you'll probably get it. If you haven't, it's looking particularly hard. But this is in the same week that I don't know if we were talking about it in the podcast, but about the People's Palace in Glasgow Green.
Yeah.
We're only a week away from them telling us that it's going to take millions to refurbish it, and they're going to mothball the winter gardens, and it's looking increasingly.
They'll leave it to disrepair until it needs to be knocked down for safety.
So what I'm putting forward, with this 500 million bill staring them down the face, are Glasgow City Council going to start selling parks? The People's Palace, are they going to sell the amount of bids that they get for the Salvador Dali painting in the Kelvin Grove for the Spanish government? The last one was up to 32 million for that painting.
Really?
They bought it for 50,000, and there was an outcry at the time in the 1950s. The city was just slum to slum, a lot of poverty in the city, and they chose to spend 50 grand on the Dali painting, and they come under fire at the time. But for the 50 grand that they paid for that painting that sits in Kelvin Grove, the Spanish government every couple of years make them a bid, and the last bid was 32 million. So you're going to get rid of the fucking art that's been donated to the people of Glasgow? Are you going to get rid of the buildings that are called the fucking People's Palace? Are you going to put Glasgow Green to housing? Are you going to put Victoria Park to housing? There is a fucking shitstorm coming because of this, and the women really need to be paid. Other councils, I think, have get into debt or sold off land, but Glasgow City Council has a fucking shitstorm coming. And I tell you something else, when I'm on this high horse, see, instead of dealing it with like other councils, the Labour Council, it was 40 years a Labour Council.
Yep.
In Glasgow. They spent 2 million in lawyers' fees trying to avoid paying it, rather than ponying up when the other councils paid these women.
Well, I mean, as 2 million spent goes to avoid paying 500 million, that was the right thing for them. If you're just doing simple math, if you've got a 500 million bill and you want to be a cunt for 2 million...
That is a fantastic point.
You know what, when was the last time you met an honest lawyer?
But
who went, you know what, no, I'm not going to take your 2 million, what we're going to do is we're going to pay the 500 million.
So
I'm going to get a new lawyer.
Over the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to see a lot of shitty decisions coming from Glasgow City Council that are not...
See what you've just said though, am I just being super cynical here? Do you not think you're going to get more of these stories as to what we need to refurb and the money we need elsewhere to try and create a conflict, as to you get a certain demographic of old men going, fuck, the fucking thing's already happened. It's... but we need to pay for the hospitals, we need to pay for the schools, we need to pay for this, we need to pay for that.
I think
this needs to be the lowest thing we worry about, is repaying people money they should have definitely been owed. I think they do this to just create conflict, so you have to argue and go, but we need the fucking money.
Surely nobody's going to say, we can't pay these women this money because we need to refurbish a hospital.
No, they're not, but they're going to leak stories to say...
The NHS and the council are different budgets. Right. And Susan Aiken, the SNP leader of the council, is saying, the Scottish Government do not have the money to bail us out.
But they are obviously separate budgets, but the money's still, the overall pot's still the overall pot.
Why should the rest of Scotland contribute to Glasgow paying these women less? Everybody else has dealt with it.
But was everyone else's bill at the same magnitude as the Glasgow bill? Or has it been that the Glasgow bill just wasn't possible to settle?
It wasn't far off it.
Really?
It wasn't far off it.
Yeah, it'd be per head, it'd probably be similar figures.
But they financed it. So, if you're listening to this in the Glasgow area, sorry for keeping it parochial and colloquial again.
It's not though, this is an equal pay issue. But
there is an absolute shitstorm coming over the next couple of years about how they deal with it. You're going to see a lot of really, really weird planning permissions granted.
Do you know the worst part is there's definitely women involved in all this. The cover up. It can't just all have been male politicians that have blocked this. So there has to be female politicians at the background that have known this and fucking done nothing about it as well.
Well, you'd think your Margaret Currans and the like must have.
Aye, but would they have turned a blind eye to get further up the ladder? Do you know?
Of course they would
it's
have.
the committee politician argument again.
Aye, well, that's the key. That's a joke in it. That's the key. The key measurement is whether you've been a good politician as well or not. You get re-elected. It doesn't matter what you do. It's just re-election.
The women need paid. Glasgow City Council don't have the money. Shit's going to get interesting.
Well, is this not what Glasgow City Council are trying to do by fucking hooring out their streets for Fast and the Furious? Is they're just desperately trying to find a ways to make money that is now available to us?
Yeah. Not now available. It's where they film it. It's been London buses. They're not putting it forward as Glasgow. The Fast and the Furious thing isn't going to be an advert for Glasgow. It's going to be pretend it's London.
Doesn't matter, but surely if they're shutting down streets, we're still. I know it's cheaper than London. It's cheaper than America. Must still be making some decent money out of this.
See, but when they say things like that about this brings X million to the economy, does it? Like, where is that money actually going?
Yeah,
money for what?
American vulture funds. But that's what's happening in Dublin.
Yeah.
See the housing crisis, thousands and thousands of empty buildings. People who have nowhere to live affordably. Buildings are empty. Vulture funds waiting on the price going up. Buying them at auction when they've been repossessed in the first place after the bubble burst. So, I'm just saying, keep an eye out. Keep an eye. There's going to be some interesting media spin in what the council are doing over the next couple of months and years. And if you want to go down and see Billy Connolly's boots at the People's Palace, I recommend you do it this side of Easter.
Do you think it might mysteriously go on fire?
Oh, aye.
So while it's been a bad week in Leicester and Glasgow, it's also been a bad week all over America.
What's happened in America, Gary?
Some guy started sending pipe bombs through the post to various politicians and celebrities.
Could you pass me that box over that contains the red flag? Oh, no, it's a false flag. False flag.
Who's the victim? I've ignored all this.
Oh, really?
Which side is the victim?
Well, Obama's got one.
Oh.
Joe Biden got one.
Oh, not Joe.
Did Hillary Clinton get one?
I don't know. I think she stole one off a child.
Robert De Niro got one.
So, right, got you. I'm seeing the trend.
People who criticised Trump, and it turns out the guy who sent them was
just one guy.
Just one guy.
Neil Lennon.
He was going about in a white van covered in pro-Trump.
Do you know what? I seen that van. It looked as if there was a golf ball in the back of it, like a big round cylinder.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't have the sound up. I was carrying on with the kids. The news was on the background. See, like the OJ footage with the helicopters in the air, and it's going down the freeway. No millionaires on it. Do you think millionaires are heavier?
Maybe.
So they're following this. Is it through New York?
Yeah.
Following this truck, and it looks as if there's a big golf ball. See, when the first time you went to Tea in the Park?
Yeah,
the big
that was
golf
in you were near.
The big golf ball,
Aye.
the radar station. It's that sort of shape on the back of it. I thought that they took one of the bombs in it and put it in the back, like this golf ball was a bomb-proof thing. And they're obviously transporting it somewhere.
Yeah.
See, when you seen the pictures of the bombs, mate, it was like Wile E. Coyote. You know, it had like a full bell alarm clock on the top of it and wires coming out it.
It said TNT.
What I find amazing is YouTube can strip down videos and content the minute it's infringing on copyright, but they're saying they're really struggling to block out things like bomb making videos.
Yeah.
But when it's money or copyright against certain people, you can find the videos and strip them. I've seen Joe Rogan say his podcasts have been taken down within 17 seconds of playing too much of a music video because of the algorithm. Yeah. But when there is bomb making videos that you can still Google and find.
I don't think they were real bombs.
Maybe not.
Mate,
it's probably somebody's best attempt.
How many bombs they send out?
10.
How many went off?
None.
Now, either you're the worst bomb making cunt in the planet, or they weren't real bombs.
Well, No,
See,
maybe.
if I send a bomb, it's going off.
Yeah, but sending off a fake bomb is still a terrorist act.
But how many times? I mean, I've forgot to click the select button on my alarm before I went to bed some nights. So feasibly making a bomb, you could forget something.
There was a woman who'd been on
There weren't any bombs.
What kind of bombs were they?
Fake
bombs.
ones.
But were they? Did they say was it? They did nails in them, or was it they actually tried to build an actual chemical bomb?
Right, I'm going to look them up.
You look, and I'll tell you this. There was a woman who'd appeared on NBC News a few months ago.
Now, has she been correctly paid over the last 40 years of her job?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
After she appeared on the news criticising Trump, this guy started sending her abusive messages on Twitter about her address. She knew where she lived. He knew all her family, naming all her family, saying he was going to kill her. He was going to kill all her family. So she went to the police, and they said, well, there's nothing really we can do. And then she went to Twitter, and they said, well, this isn't in violation of our policy. He's not done anything wrong. And this was the guy, the same guy.
Oh, right. Ah.
Right.
Oh, we've scanned. that's the same package I got my fucking tickets in this week.
Have you ever seen anything that looks more like a bomb? It's obviously a bomb. Now, you're telling me ex-president Barack Obama, I think they'd be scanning his mail and looking at it, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Going, that is fucking... Mate, is that a real bomb? Is that a real bomb, or is that the approximation of an idiot's bomb?
You should know by looking instantly going, yeah, there's no trigger.
It's like sending them a telly and no remote. Going, if you want this to work, you're going to need to try really hard.
Aye, you're going to need to be there with the telly.
Obama, I've sent you a bomb. Could you give us a phone when you get it and I'll come round and set it up?
They send you the PIN code for the bomb 2 days later.
And then when you peel it off, you need to put it against something black so you can see it.
So then the next thing that happened...
No, I do think those people were shot in the synagogue.
Yeah.
I think they were.
A synagogue gets shot up in Pittsburgh where a brave white supremacist bravely shot 8 90-year-olds.
Right. This is where I do get confused with the Trump and white supremacist support because American Republicans are very pro-Israel, correct?
Yep.
But
Pro
white
what?
supremacists who are pro-Trump do not like.
They're very pro-Israel over there.
Yeah, right. But not when they're here. But that's always the thing that's confused me is just watching. It was when I was watching the Black Klansman film.
Yeah,
I was going, that's right. They also don't like Jewish people, but
that's right.
they really like Trump, who really is complimentary of Israel.
They're not clear enough in their manifesto.
Yeah.
America looks at Israel like Westminster looks like the 4 Trident submarines. They're great for security, but we don't want it anywhere fucking near us. Watch how they deal with how both deal with the situation. I'm very supportive of you being over there.
Yeah.
But if we need you, you're going to come and protect us.
Yeah, we're really racist, but we really appreciate that Kanye West supports Donald Trump.
I fucking can't believe how expensive he's got these are.
What do they?
Yeezys have always been that.
Is he on 50 quid to 1,000?
It was the ones that looked like a pair of Asics that I'd seen. They were like $500. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Just go to George by Asda. You get a pair for 14 quid.
That is what they look like. I'm sure that was the tweet actually. It was either a pair of Asics or it was like a really shitty make. And it was like, this is just the same trainer.
Factory.
It's the same child making it. So how many people died?
Was it 8? I'm saying 8.
In America?
Mm-hmm.
How have I missed this? Mate, I've totally stepped back.
It was the biggest loss of Jewish life on American soil ever.
You do have to add on American soil.
Discounting helicopter crashes.
Yeah.
Gary, I've had a right good couple of weeks at the Banhammer.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to take a step back this week because I know some stuff upsets you and John at the same time.
Loads of stuff upsets me.
John's been incredibly upbeat the past couple of weeks. Nothing's getting this boy down.
No.
What's the Banhammer this week?
It's a constant MDMA though.
It's the Halloween time of year.
Okay.
I seen it described online yesterday as the spooky times.
The spooky times.
But my specific Banhammer this week is for couples' Halloween costumes.
Right.
You're going to need to be clearer.
Do you know my partner sent me through a picture of a his and her Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head?
Right, okay.
Did you shut that shit down?
And she said, "Oh, it's a shame you're going out tonight, or we could have been out with these on." I was like, as if you wouldn't wear that shit cutting about the house anyway. she just went, fair point. Aye.
So
what costume in particular is it?
Yes, is there any, can we narrow this down, because otherwise I think I'm maybe going to disagree with it.
We're recording this the day before, and Gary's came as a sexy podcaster.
Let's see. I was looking at some.
So is it couples going as actual couples, or just couples that are involved in any dress up together that annoys you?
No, it's couples that have gone as a
famous couple, or
no, just any male and female couple that have gone paired as a male and female costume.
Okay.
What about?
So you don't like people doing stuff as a couple?
Yeah.
I think this goes. Do you think this eats into?
This goes deeper, I think.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Right. Well,
man.
can I put forward my case?
Okay.
Before you even get yours fully out there, because I want to get ahead of you.
See if this story doesn't begin when I was in a relationship. I'm going to be so fucking hot.
Oh, it's obviously going to be that. But we went as Garth and Wayne. So is that in violation of your?
Aye,
Yeah.
it's fucking banging the sweet spot. Because yous are happy and fucking working together.
Yeah, I can't deal with
Past tense.
Gary can't get with that.
I can't deal with people being happy.
I don't know. I thought see, I've only done that once, so Gary. So
who's done it, and why is it getting to you?
It's just a couple I've seen online.
Was your FOMO kicking in?
Well, no.
Oh, I'm missing out.
No, I was happy to miss it. I wish I'd missed out more.
What if your partner come home and says, "Let's go as something Marvel"? You'd be like, "Oh, I'd love that."
I know. I don't get. Are you sure? I don't get that, Gary.
No, let's just both sit in our NFL pajamas.
No, you go as something, I'll go as something completely different.
Yeah,
then we have to explain to people why we've not even conferred with each other as to what a fucking costume is meant to be.
I just don't like people having fun.
Have you ever dressed up at Halloween? That wasn't Richie for the Manic Street Preachers?
Yeah, a couple of times.
James Dean Bradfield from the Manic Street Preachers.
I actually went in a couple's costume with my pal James once.
Right.
Went as black and white Laurel and Hardy.
Gary treats everything as a if you tolerate this situation.
There's one here of It and one of the children from It.
Right,
okay.
see that's creepy though. That makes me.
I don't like the Americanization of the Halloween. It lasts 2 fucking weeks. It's all about people getting smashed and going to nights out and doing it. And there's less and less kids coming to my door asking for chocolate. I spoke to a woman yesterday and she says, "Aye, but they just want money now." I was like, "For Halloween? Are you fucking stupid? I give them money not to tell people that I touched them. I wouldn't give them it for fucking telling me a joke."
No, I did.
That's the Cristiano Ronaldo Halloween.
Yeah, no, we used to do both.
Would you ever get money for Halloween?
I used to get money all the time. Yeah,
fuck
used
that.
to a lot. When I was in Limerick, we got.
What were you chopping helicopters?
You used to get people who'd give you a wee bag of sweets and they give you 50p. That was normally what kind of happened round my bit.
Round my bit.
And since then, that's kind of what I've done. If somebody's came to the door,
I'd still be chopping.
But you're right though. The thing we noticed, it's because everything's so siloed and it's estate based, is a lot of kids don't want to come into your estate.
Yeah.
Because they're like, "Oh, well, we're not coming into that estate because that's not where we live." And we actually, my mum had bought too much last year. Like we had still chocolate there. And I was going, and she goes, "It's because they're all older." I was like, "But I see kids around this area." She goes, "Yeah, but they don't come in here." And you're like,
"Don't go up to the walkers."
That's just weird. like it's just weird. Why would you not just like we used to just continue chapping until people went, "I don't fucking know you."
So are we banning people having fun?
No. I'd ban Halloween, but I'm not.
Just Halloween is a
but
total...
I'm not. I fuck Halloween.
But then this would stretch into his fancy dress if people went to a fancy dress party.
Fuck fireworks night or no?
Oh my god, that's
never been the same since they did away with bonfires. You should be able to burn any Catholic you want. So, right, quickly before we go, John, this is the last week of your Sober October.
When this goes out, it'll have been done.
You'll be absolutely fucked.
Probably. So, Friday Night Prodigy. Cannot wait.
You've done really well. People, this is the last chance people will have to donate.
Yes, so at the target was £750.
Yep.
We're at 72%.
Where do people go?
It's John Walker 51 on Just Giving. So if you go to that, you can find it. It's been shared on my Facebook for people who've got it. It's been shared on my Twitter at JohnWalker_1986.
He's done it with a smile on his face.
Yeah,
it's been a quick month, but
it's actually has been like the last weekend. They flew in and I never done it.
How well's he looking?
He looks great. His pecs have really firmed up.
At me at the gym, honestly. 2 stone off as well.
A lot of people who do things like that at the end of the month go, you know what, this has been a good month. I'm just going to not drink anymore.
Well, see, that was the thing. So I'd planned on going mental this weekend, and I don't think I am. I think I'm going out Friday. I'm going to take it easy Saturday, not bother. So I actually think I'm going to plan it out better and not just go wild.
Instead of having a wild party, have a soiree.
Aye, maybe, yeah.
I think Sinead O'Connor's doing this for Halloween.
I just like selling the... I tried to do it straight faced and I couldn't. If I get to my target, I'm going to... me and my partner will give a couple of quid this week. We were waiting to see if he did it, he has done it with aplomb. Did I say it in this podcast as my betting one that I'm going to do £1 for every 1,000 steps I've done on my Fitbit? So I think
my betting one.
So I think another 2 days I'll probably be putting in about £500.
You've done 500 steps?
No, £1 for every step I've done over the month, so it'd be like 500,000.
500 steps.
500,000 steps for every 1,000 steps.
Every 1,000 steps?
Yes. So I'm roughly doing about
5k.
Yeah. So no,
that's 5k.
£1 every 1,000.
That's 5k. That's 5k.
Nah. Then I've not.
Right, that's funny. Stop if you've got any part-time shifts that John can fucking do. If you see Sinead O'Connor online, be compassionate. She's going through a tough time. We're not going to say anything nasty. You can get me at Defo Chris Conroy.
At JohnWalker_1986.
Just tweet us all at Trample Bat. It's much easier.
Gary gets to read it all.